We are now just 1 week and 1 day from what could be one of the closest presidential elections in history. It's hard to believe we're that close, and no matter how the popular vote goes, it's the Electoral College that really decides the winner, as we've been saying from the beginning. Let's find out, as we do every week, where that stands right now. Joining me today, Rove, former Bush senior advisor in Austin, Texas, and joining me in Washington, Democratic strategist Joe Trippi. Okay, gentlemen, let's take a look at the map. You can see the info on the key. Red, Romney. Blue, Obama. Then the pinkish is Lean Romney. Light blue, Lean Obama. And the yellow states, those are toss-up states within the margin of error. And a reminder, this is all based, this map right here you're looking at, polls within the last 2 weeks. Okay, Carl, what has changed since last week, the last time we talked?
Well, first of all, we have now a record number of state-level polls, 69 last week in 28 states. 12 states showed movement towards Romney. 9 states showed movement towards Obama. But interestingly enough, only 2 states changed their status. One of the smallest numbers we've seen since we began this exercise in April. One of them, not a surprise. Somebody finally ran a poll in Tennessee, and the state went from Lean Romney to very deep, solid Romney. But the other one is an interesting surprise. Michigan, battleground state, now went from Lean Obama to toss-up, that is a big shift of about 18 electoral college votes.
Of those, obviously, Michigan is a big...
Michigan, that's a big... If that's really going into the toss-up column, and it is according to the polls, that's a big move, because that opens up another way for Romney to get there, another place that Obama has to block. But look, we've been in the same place essentially, and a little bit more movement to Romney. But since August, it's been the same. And the 2 states that still stand out for me are Wisconsin and Ohio. It's clear now that Romney has to win one of those states, I think, to have a path to the electoral math that he needs to get to 270. And those are the 2 states that are going to matter the most, I think, coming into Election Day.
But you have Joe Biden campaigning in some place like Pennsylvania as well.
Well, things are vibrating out there. Let's be clear. I mean, Romney clearly has closed the race. I mean, things have gotten closer, but I don't really think in the end Pennsylvania will come in. If it does, it's going to be a much bigger win than people think. It'd be like if Romney loses Florida. We're going to see a much bigger Obama win than people think. Pennsylvania's one. If you see that going off the map, then it's a big Romney win.
Let me say one thing about that. Pennsylvania and Michigan are also going to be the site of third-party television ads. A group I'm associated with is joining in this barrage. It's multi-million dollars, and the question is going to be whether the Obama campaign thinks these states are solidly, Michigan and Pennsylvania, in their camp, that they don't have to respond with TV ads, or whether they come in and respond. But these states are there. I think Joe's right. This map is remarkably stable. The numbers have changed, but the states that are in play are the same. But the numbers have changed. We have now 184 electoral college votes in the Obama column, 37 Lean Obama for a total of 221. We have 180 in the Romney column with 26 Lean Romney for 206. This is going to be a close election, and it's going to center on those 9 states with 111 electoral college votes. And there's a path for victory for both candidates there. But if you've got the momentum, we saw the poll over the weekend in Ohio, showing the Newspaper Association poll showing a dead even race in Ohio when it was 5 points for Obama when they last tested here a number of weeks ago. It shows the momentum is on Romney's side. The question is, does he have enough momentum to push him past 270?
Give me a quick answer about the impact of this storm, Hurricane Sandy, and what it means for this race.
You know, could it mean I think it's freezing the race. I mean, I think it's hard for either Romney or Obama to break through with some new initiative while everybody's focused on Sandy. So I think it's more that. I don't think it's going to affect turnout or those kinds of things that much.
Do you agree with that, Carl?
I think that it could affect turnout, because people in areas that are going to be affected by this, particularly the people who are unable to sort of cope with it, might be less likely to turn out. But let's see when the storm hits, when it passes, and if people have time to sort of put themselves back together. I think the other thing is it's going to push the campaigning further west. We're going to see more appearances in Iowa, Colorado, Nevada, Wisconsin, and maybe western Ohio than we would have seen otherwise, and fewer appearances in Florida, incidentally, and fewer appearances in places like Virginia and Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio.
Okay, last thing quickly, we have this iPad app. People can put in their maps and put them up against Joe or Carl, and this one is from someplace that may get affected, Staten Island, New York, and it's from a class, St. Adalbert class, Tom Grillo's class. Explain this quickly.
Well, they've got 2 states, Wisconsin and Ohio, the 2 states we've been talking about, that are probably going to decide this thing, particularly if Romney can win one. Obama's got to block him in one of those states, if not both. And also, I should say, this class has had the distinction of having to write an essay at the end of each one of our segments on what Carl and I say here. So I wanted to pick it out because I thought, not only that, they're smart. They've got it down to the 2 states that we need.
All right, Carl, last word on Tom Grillo's St. Adalbert's class.
Thank goodness I didn't take Tom Grillo. You have to write after you have to watch us first of all every week, and then write about the 3 of us. I mean, this guy's one tough grader. I think Trippi and I need to go visit this class when we're next in New York.
I'm there with you.
All right, Joe, Carl, here it is. Next week, the final predictions. Get ready. Thank you, gentlemen.